hesitant unless you hate it. You don't want to see it, brother. Doctor doesn't see it. The influx, the trends, the traffic, starting to pick us up every day. Better. Just speaking, publicly, engaging, trying to be back in the mood, into the lingos, all of the trends that people is doing. Because like, if you're not really researching and keeping your head and really looking at different stuff, it's like you could miss it. You know what I'm saying? And now it's just a good opportunity to be wasted because your mind focus on less vision. So now you're just waiting, trying to get more buzz. But you're not really fitting into the equation because it's plants, man. I mean, a lot of these people, they got machines. You might see one YouTuber or influencer here and there just off their own ability to, attract the crowd or to get people to watch them. You know what I'm saying? Like, now it's a matter of people just basically getting paid and paying, like we see with streaming, cars, all of these big platforms that jump up, these guys get on, and now they have these followings to follow up for them because there is certain, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain people you gotta see, you gotta understand. They're not going through like what I'm going through, how I really have to try to get each man and woman and, subscriber. So please make sure y'all tap that screen, hit that like button. I see y'all in the chat, man. Saturday, 6 a.m., this the vlog, going hard. All summer, all, the rest of the fall, winter, we love to rhyme, pick y'all up, pick y'all minds, see what y'all on, chop it up. So, this is what we doing, every day. We attracting more and more supporters, to get with our come up, our story, because nobody picked it up. It's like I got so many people watching, famous people, celebrities, but ain't nothing, being attributed or trying to stop this, detriment. It's how can you say, negative. We're flipping it, we're beating these cases, getting to root. We get into the root of it. So work with me, man. Hit that like button. I know y'all can do it. I see y'all in here. Let's go. Let's build that trust, man. Let's get you. Upper body, legs, what's going on? Good morning, guys. If this is your first time here, make sure y'all subscribe, hit that like button, follow, share, live on TikTok too. So, kind of moving versatile, multi-stream. So, next, watch you just until the pop. Follow, catapult us to the top, because it's like we got the tools at our hands to work with, to build, and to put us in position so we don't have to keep going through a lot. As we get older, we're supposed to be teaching the children and keeping them from going into these same cold elements that we folded under. Americans is turning on each other, man. If you think about it, men, women, race, age, they use in the news too, and they using isolated incidents, so now they can try to put whole groups against each other. So if a white man kill a black man, now they're gonna try to put it in the media and make it seem like it's white people trying to kill you, when it's like that's very far in between than it is actually the truth. We the truth, and I'm bringing it to you live. Work out. America, this is what we gotta do. We build it. I mean, it's like everybody could see the end of the world. They see the world is ending. Why is everybody just in the gym? Everybody just staying by themselves. No relationships, no help. It's like this is it, man. You know, this is God testing us. Humanity is at an all-time low. You know, nobody wanna be positive and love and growth. What's up, chat? I see y'all. Thank you so much. Please make sure y'all hit that like button. You know, get us up there in that FYP so they can discover us. It don't cost nothing, bro. And it helps me. So it costs everything. You know, it's something that we gotta work on when it comes to that. So much for that like, family. That's what I'm talking about. See, that makes me so happy. So please, so I can get my nappy head. Let's work out. Yeah. Let's have a good time. Y'all my real supporters. I had tens of hundreds, you know, people, y'all seen it live. And they all leave us here. But it's good because that's how God ordered us to come together. The fake is always gonna run away, but the real, you know, they always gonna get up and they're gonna deal with whatever it is in life, you know, without letting us fall down. You gotta pick up. Thank you, Lord Jesus. I appreciate that light, man. You see, that's what we needed. You know, that's exactly what ignites that fuel, that fire, man. You know, we gotta keep beating, wrenching, so we can reuse and do the right thing and benefit. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people trying to hold us back, and they don't support. You know, they won't even do free things that's gonna help you, and ignore, you know, that hate that's keeping them from hating you and keeping them from loving and trying to do positivity. Because it's like, who wouldn't want to see me, a black man in the gym, working out, looking fit, you know, getting gains, doing things positive? Who wouldn't want to see that? I tell you who, your own people. You know why? Because they want to see evil. They want to see demonic stuff happening, like celebrating death. You know, they want to see you taking penitentiary risks, like Little Jeff. Remember Little Jeff? Or King Von? You know, this is the people who they worship, who they love to death. But people like you who go to work and have to be real men and pay rent and take care here winning and do all of these things, we can't win, man. America is not designed to give us a free ride or a fair shot. They just trying to plot and turn it up so they could get as much as they got. Rich get richer, the poor get poor, man. That's all it is. It's a scheme. That's the truth. They gonna rock. God's gonna take care of those who took advantage and they not really in it in the heart, to be prepared. They abandon their responsibilities. They don't have a care in the world. We call them they in fear. They so we going hard, man. We taking off every day. Getting people to pay attention. People start to discover the souls that I've been told that I had. They didn't want that taste. They didn't want it at all. They just laughed in my face when I was a fool. So, as things start to change and go my way, that same energy, I'm cool, man. Word up. The friend of the enemy is the enemy of the friend, man. So we playing this hard of war. I thank y'all all for coming in because, y'all the motivation, man. Y'all the support, the system that I keep continuing to have that yearning for, that drive, those lessons to survive and build, learning more and more fuel. That fact helps to keep fit. We're gonna be here for a while, man. So sometimes you're gonna miss out. You're gonna miss out. But you can always fulfill that, down the line. So don't crash out, family. Let's go. We're gonna get this set in. Shoulders. It's time. Shoulder boat. Thank you. Get in alignment with your goal will help push you to the goal. Stay disciplined, man. Stay out the way. Chosen, be anointed. So, they already know. They know. Any questions or comments, engage. Let's get to know each other, man. Let's get this on the same page, on the right motivation, things that they want to see that God has ordained for our salvation. But in that pain, it forward. Waste your time. There it is, chat. Squeeze that six pack. Let's go, people. That's the only way. Let's go, chat. Get the likes up. Tap that screen. It don't cost nothing. Don't be a hater. Please. I need like 2 more phones so I can just be on live. lifestyle. I show them how it's not as difficult that they try to make it seem. Up drugs, chemicals, enhance, thing. It says, bro, you Griffin, bro, your girlfriend not good. What girlfriend? I ain't got no girlfriend. I didn't even know they still make those no more, man. Nothing but 304, trying to get a check. That's all it is. Men is trying to control men now. Not letting them. For the majority, the most part, we're not going. It's still solid. We'd rather be by ourselves than have to listen to what do you, mother chick? Get out of here, man. By myself. Government. It's the government. It's the government. It's the government. Government is on some other stuff right now. Testosterone tests. Child support. I'd rather stay by myself. It's a wrap. We hitting these macros, man, back to back. Back to back. I feel like that's better. Yo, what's going on, family? I appreciate y'all coming through the live. I hope you enjoy, man. I love Ronnie Coleman. Me too, brother. It's a legend right there, man. I'm just trying to be a legend too, but you see now it's more about the mass. You see more people, starting to get those followings. They getting through because they got 6 points. Lose weight, staying lean, staying in shape. That's what we see a lot of people with these platforms getting the opportunity to motivate and to have the influence, to take this to the next level. That's what we do. So, we're using our mentality to get through it. You gotta strategize, have different strategies, different plans to maneuver, use it at your hands, in the palm. Bam! Because you already got it. You already thought about what will happen before it even happens, so now you can't be surprised. You're already calm, and you're just having a good time. You enjoying life. Thank you so much for those likes, family. Y'all don't know how important it is, how much it means. It shows me that I'm doing the right thing and that I'm where I need to be at. This is the place of business, so we build them and we continue to create that. And down the line, we're going to be established content creators so that we can make that income. And we don't have to be working for nobody or making somebody rich when we can do the same thing for ourselves and then some. So it's like, why not put that effort in now? I'll be 32. So it's like, I still got room and opportunity to grow. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna follow protocol. Social media don't lie. If I didn't have what I have, if I didn't have the physique or, the skill to train and build, and why would people follow me and why would people want to give me more opportunities? It's because that's what I'm supposed to have. That's where I'm supposed to be at. They actually see it's real, that T, that body, that build is so unique. You know what I mean? And, I don't try to call it a C. I just be in my own little category on my ones and twos. One into the two, two into the three. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Saturday, 6 a.m. You see I'm here, I'm trying to be improved. Trying to improve. Trying to use these muscles to do something cool. Because we the cool kids now, Everybody's coming on YouTube now. Everybody's trying to get views. Everybody's trying to stream. Why? Because they see the future, the entertainment. How you can use the followers and the subscribers and have them doing things that's gonna naturally provide and put food on your table and help your family. So why not? You know what I'm saying? Let's go. I got the slides on. Just release. Push-ups. Multi-streaming is the future, man. This is the way you gotta be able to use the technology and do the right thing. Gotta go. Future Pluto. Told me. Let me see. Smooth, brother, what's going on? Shut up. Keep breathing. Dream. That's good. That's what's gonna help you hitting the back arms and all that. That's gonna help the front pop out and look, or give it that diaphragm, that certain look. Same. Cooking over here, man. It's the fourth quarter. Thank you for those likes, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Subscriber gang, notification nation. We here, we in the building, man. We putting in this pain. I hope y'all feel it because y'all the reason that I come through. Y'all the realest, the chat, the supporters, the comments, the likes, all of that, man. Because that's what's gonna take us. The more and more we keep getting more people to support and jump on and to push this train, this underground railroad, man, we're going to be right where we need to be at. It may take a few years, it may take 6 months, whatever. But we know that this is the lane, this is the place, this is the goal, this is the throne for the king to come on, the kingdom come. Yeah, baby, let's go. We're ringing the bell, we're sounding the alarm. Because y'all the ones who doing all of the work for real. Y'all putting on straight up. We're gonna build this community every day. Get up, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., whatever. And live up to the expectations, man. Live out the gym, whatever. It don't matter. We stay in the right spaces, so stay out our faces with the negativity, man. So we can replace it. The Trinity, you know what I'm saying? Because Jesus bled. God gave his only son. He's dead so that we can live. So repent, rejoice, have fun, live life. Don't be trying to make all of these choices. And see, why do you think America is coming out with all of these studies now about, survival and rent and people moving back in with their parents? Because they trying to take the pressure off. They know they pushed us too hard. Like, they tried to turn us into, basically brainwash us to be slaves so we could just go to work, make money, give it to the women so that the economy could keep going the way that they wanted to work. But now it's about to collapse. Once you take millions of men and tell them, hey, you can't have sex or whatever, we don't have, women for you, but we know the numbers and we know that it's less men than there is women, but they're just not cooperating. So this is the way why we living the way we living. A lot of men got cold, a lot of men got bitter, a lot of men got old, whatever. But we gonna be winners in the end because it's designed and set up. As long as we have the discipline and to put ourselves in that mode, now we don't have to participate. See, before, if a man didn't want to participate in the games, they gonna automatically say, yo, he's gay or whatever. But now they starting to see, what all of the things that, they have to deal with. They're like, yo, we got grace for you. We sorry. We got hope that y'all, can make it through this. Like, we good as men. You won't see men complaining. Men is really like, hey, do your thing. We gonna do what we do. We staying out the way, and we gonna benefit regardless. We're not gonna pay attention to those who don't want to play or don't want to be, a part of our team. It's like, why force it? You know what I'm saying? Like, why try to make it something that it's not? If it's not working, you know what I mean? You might as well just go the other way. So that's what I'm at with it. Feeling it today, man. Glad y'all tapped in, man. So we can make progress because we're starting to see the more, we get on these streams, the honesty, we just reveal it all, we don't try to be highly preventing y'all from seeing the truth. We want to bring it to you loud and clear. And we understand, how we got to use the tools and the devices at our hands to propel this new life, to breathe this air, write these stories. It's a documentary, it's all right. One day, one way or another, man, we're gonna have the best glory. We're gonna have that mindset, that mentality, that fire, fury, the fuel, all that stuff combined in one, man. So we can just make it happen. Pull ourselves out of the dungeon. They're trying to put us in the basement so that we don't have no say-so. The bat cave is like, nah, we want to control. We want the same power that our fathers had and that our grandfathers had. If not, then we good. We ain't let y'all trick us out the spot. Can't fold up. Too high. We got too much to pursue. Go up. That hard though, being on YouTube, you just gotta be smart. Number one, it's more times when you can galvanize and grab that audience, that crowd. Pull your heart out. You know what I'm saying? For real, because they get on that BBL drizzy, so I'm like, yo, chill, man. We litty right now, we in the field, brother. Trying to pick y'all up, bring the spirits, bring the energy in the room, man. For real. So let's do it. We had 5 likes, man. Another 5 could have took us to the moon if we just get y'all. Subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff, man. That's what we do here. Salute to the chat, man. Y'all stuck around. And that's all that matters, man. Even if it's just one person, 2 people. If you can grab their attention, you could be a content creator because all you gotta do is get into the YouTube partner program, which only requires you to have so much watch time, followers, subscribers. So you can use that to catapult your career because once you build the traffic, even if you're only making a few thousand, that's something more than what you had before, just to express yourself and show a little bit of your life. I mean, who wouldn't want to sign up? Where do I sign?
Thank you for the likes, chat.
y'all in there, man. Y'all day, bro. That's what's up, man. So, that's what's good. That's what we do. Now, the head up top because that's the wow, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with this morning. It's really, just to have one person who will watch you, that's really an accomplishment. I remember when I didn't have nothing, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't even get one. So it's like having something is better than nothing for me as a man. Because I know it's like not to have love, not to have sympathy, not to have passion, not to have, no one in your corner basically. Just, going through it on your own, and trying to handle that. It's like it's a lot of us. See, the thing about social media is a gift and a curse. So it's like suicide, depression. That's one of those things that's always first on your mind when you're going through the worst and you can't figure out how to get through the times and the signs, and how to, put God and Him into your worth. But once you find that spirit, once you find that religion, that person pure and just living and happy and wanting more, now you can remove the excess stagnant and the procrastination and self-hate out of your heart. Remove that and love everybody as far as they'll let you, because now you know the special characteristics and ability that you have, and put this into perspective and live it for what it is, and not get mad and not get caught up in your bag. So this is why we bring that up, so you guys can have different outlets. That's what it's about. Releasing it, talking, being expressive, so you can walk through your life and learn the lessons that God has ordained for you.
sorta like Texas. So she knows, so she be lacking. You move and say that shit. Like bad kids, but you reckless. Your walks look like Texas. Jesus, you know, so she be lacking.